here to speak against this request. Come forward. That's the record.
Yes. My name is John Fenley, and I have a question about the application. When I look at the site plan that was included in the application, and I'm very interested in the answer to this question. It looks to me like it's merely aerial imagery with boxes on it. Very, very similar to the site plan I included with my application last year for the go-kart track that I was expecting to see on the agenda today. That was tabled for 30 days because you didn't like my site plan, and then denied because my site plan was not acceptable. So I'm going to assume that you guys are going to pass this, but I really would like an answer to the question of what constitutes a site plan, what defines a site plan, what makes a site plan acceptable in your eyes, and then, if this is approved, I'd like you to admit that I submitted an acceptable site plan last year. Thank you. But I actually think it's a good idea. I think there's better locations. I think actually we should prevent the demolition of the Plaza Hotel and use that as a covered farmer's market area. Put the hotel somewhere next door where there's already an empty lot, and then you have an attraction next to the hotel that's open on days when there's maybe not a convention in town. That's a better use of space.
All right, sir. Anyone else here to speak against this request? Hearing none, without that recommendation.
I never got an answer to my question.
What do you want?
I want to know what constitutes a site plan. I want a definition of a site plan.
You're going from Lime Left to Detroit. You lay out a map, right?
I
Where
want
you going?
a definition of a site plan. Huh?
What was it? What's the site?
Look. Here's.
Good God.
I want a written definition of a site plan. I want a written definition of a site plan. But this is the place because you denied my site plan based on it not being a site plan.
It's not the place.
You want to look at both of them side by side?
This is not.
You want to look at them both side by side and create. Look.
We're still in the middle of the meeting. This is not the place.
This is the place.
No, it's not. Okay, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
I'll say that. I get a plate. This is what they give their time. Young man.
Is anybody going to give me an answer to my question? Do you want to take a look at both of them side by side?
I got other things. I'm hungry downstairs.
You want to look at these side by side? That's your job. Be on the planning commission. Explain why this is a site plan and this is not.
Because there's two different things.
Explain why this is a site plan and this is not.
Because those are temporary buildings and that's something different.
This is all temporary.
A go-kart?
Yeah, the go-kart track is temporary. I can move the tires around however I want.
No, it's not the same thing.
Explain to me. I want a written definition of a site plan.
You come to my office, I'll talk to you.
I want a written definition of a site plan.
When you come to my office, I'll talk to you. You talk loud to me, you will not come in my office. Do you hear me?
I want a written definition of a site plan. Do you hear me? I want a written definition of a
I
site
don't care if you
plan.
video it or not. If you don't want to follow the rules, don't worry about it. And there's two different things.
How is this a site plan and this is not?
My office.
I want you to explain. I want you to explain. Just give me a quick rundown.
Come to my office. I'll tell you.
This
Not for me. This is for them, not for me. I don't have to answer the public.
Okay, well, I want you to answer to me right now. Why is this a site plan and this is not?
And when you go to my office, I'll explain it to you.
Can you send me a written definition of what constitutes a site plan? If you don't have a written definition of a site plan, I'm going to refuse to accept the denial. And I'm going to proceed as if I had an approval.
You can never go to. So you got out your weed early, huh? No, to weed.
Do you want to comment on what's a site plan and what's not?
And they want.
Anybody else? Floretta, I know you're on Go Forward's good side. Why? Why do you want their go-kart to work and not mine?
No, it's not over there. I got
Lakeisha, do you have a written definition of what a site plan is?
I'm sure.
Do you have a written definition you can send to me?
Look in the ordinance.
There's no written definition of site plan.
I'll see what I can find.
You know how much money you cost me?
Look at everything.
So this is another lawsuit I'm going to have against the city for a year's worth of delay, a year's worth of profit on a go-kart track.
Ken's a great guy, but it's just, it's not.
Don't record me.
It's public property. I can record whatever I want.
Let me go.
Do you-
See, I'm
do you-
probably not the one that you want to be messing with.
Well, I'm interested in if you guys have a definition of a site plan. Does anybody want to comment on what the definition of a site plan is?
Where you parked that, Mr. James?
They'll carry on today.